Here's 8 advantages that a small farm has over a 401k. Number one, you've got health advantages. Physical health is so much better if you're outside doing anything, raising tomatoes, chasing sheep, whatever. Number two, you have the tax advantages. You're taking dollars from the top of your tax return and you're dragging them down to the middle of the return. And if you buy a small farm holding in time, you get the tax advantages of that. And you're also dragging that income down to the bottom half of your, or the bottom of your tax return. Number three, the act of building wealth. You know, you might still only have 10 cows, but through husbandry and hard work, you've made those cows worth twice as much as they were 10 years ago. That's something you're not able to do in a 401k. Number four, mental health. Right? If you're taking care of livestock, you're working outside, you're thinking of others instead of yourself, and that would help a lot of people in this society. Number five, family. To work, for kids to work alongside dad is what a blessing. What did your kids learn back in 2020? They learned that dad was unessential, right? Dad had been missing Little League games, this and that, because he had important shit at the office, and then one day the kids found out dad was full of shit. The government had deemed him unessential. Number six, food security. You know, people in town talk about food security. You live it, right? And if you can provide your grandmother with a couple roasts and some burger, or you can do sloppy joes for Little League, hey, what a blessing that is. Number seven, we have active participation. So if you have a small farm, you know, you have the ability to go out there and sand and paint your tractor. You can go out and clean stuff up. If you've got a farm stand, you can make that look better. Bill Gates does not need you down at Microsoft doing yard work. That will not make your stock portfolio go up. So you can actively participate in increasing wealth. Number eight, there's no mandatory in or out dates. You know, if you want to keep farming after 59 and a half, nobody makes you take money out, right? I mean, you can just rock and roll and as late or as early as you want. If you want to take some out at 55 and retire early, you can do that. Number nine, if you're into going to farm shows, show cattle, stuff like that, that's a hobby, right? But you get the tax advantage of that and you get to build wealth. So, you know, if you have $6,000 in a 401k, you don't make any money on that. You know, you're digging yourself out of a hole with a spoon. But as you build that, you start digging that hole out with a hand trowel and then a shovel, and one day you're like Grandpa and you own an excavator to dig yourself out of a hole. And it's the same thing with a small farm or a 401k. I do both, but those are some of the advantages. God bless you. Get out there and get something done in 2024.